Shoplifters are everywhere, going from one store to another looking for something to steal. But what happens when these shoplifters get caught in the act? Here are 4 dramatic examples of when entitled shoplifters got caught red-handed. Starting with the theatrical case of this unnamed woman who stole an expensive purse and pairs of underwear worth over $326 and still somehow believed that she had done nothing wrong. On August 18th of 2022, the woman entered into a Walmart store in Florida, just like every other customer, but unknown to the sales personnel, she came with a plan and was fully prepared to execute it. While strolling through the shelves looking for items to purchase, she seemed to have her eye on a rather expensive purse. She removed the price tag from the purse while no one was watching and quickly hid the other items inside. And with that, she continued on shopping. She eventually went to the checkout, paid for other items as a distraction, and successfully exited the store without paying for the purse and the merchandise that was inside. But little did she know that the police had been watching her the entire time.
Excuse me, ma'am. You come back inside the store for me? Bring your cart. Bring your cart. Come back inside the store. I don't want to embarrass you in the parking lot.
You're not going to embarrass me.
Bring your cart. Come back inside the store, please.
She was about to get into her car and drive away, but was immediately stopped by a police officer on duty and then told to go back into the store. At first, she resisted the officer's directions, but eventually complied and went back into the store. Still though, despite all of the circumstances, somehow feeling confident that nobody had seen what she had done.
All right, go ahead and pull your cart up over here for me.
Okay, so what are y'all talking about? What is it? Because it's two trains.
Do you have an ID on you?
But what she didn't know was that the officer who was on duty that day had already spotted her committing the act through the CCTV system that was installed in the store.
Okay, so let's stop right now, okay? I'm stopping you for shoplifting. If you want to leave out of here, you're going to change your attitude. Stop. If you want to leave out of here, you're going to change your attitude.
Okay.
If not, I'll just take you to the county, because I really don't care.
I don't go to jail.
When the officer told her, she instantly realized that she had been caught, but still would not admit it.
But what I'm telling you is today, you can make your way to the county.
What did I make?
Number one is this purse and also the clothes in this cart that you bagged up at the register.
She tried to justify her actions and even threatened to return what she had bought, but claimed that she wanted a refund because she'd been embarrassed.
That's why exactly I don't come here. Do not come to this Walmart because y'all be on bullshit. If that's the case, you could have easily said.
Okay, first of all, stop. Stop all that. Back away from the cart, ma'am. Back away from the cart.
I'm backing away, giving you.
Where is your receipt at?
My receipt is right here.
Okay, give me your receipt.
However, the officer was having none of it as he walked her away to a holding room.
I am paying attention to what.
Please walk this way.
That's frustrating. I have never
been called? Excellent.
No, not been called. You being sarcastic.
Yes, I am. Glad you picked up on it. Step inside. You're gonna have a seat over here on this bench. Step inside, have a seat on the bench. Step inside, have a seat on the bench.
While in that room, she didn't stop giving attitude, questioning why she was being arrested when she could just pay for what she had stolen after being caught. But unfortunately for her, there are things called laws that she would soon learn about firsthand, as she would be charged for her crime.
That's why usually people come in and they pay for the stuff and they get to leave.
I pay for my stuff, sir. Don't come at me like that because I'm not no fucking thief. I don't have a record being a thief.
Okay, but you got caught stealing today, right?
I got caught stealing today. Okay, if that justifies your situation, cool.
No, it justifies your situation, ma'am. No, it doesn't work that way.
At that point, she tried to convince the officer that her clean record prevents her from being arrested, but when she realized that the case had already escalated, she tried to stand up and walk out of the room aggressively, and in a most entertaining way, was immediately tackled to the ground and cuffed.
I need to stop.
What the fuck is you doing that for? You sitting up here? No, you're not.
With that, she became even more hostile, beginning to kick the officer and hit him, refusing to be calm. She even went as far as faking a panic attack and playing the racist card, doing everything she could possibly do to avoid being arrested.
That got my arm like that.
On the ground now.
Oh my God.
On the ground now.
Call my motherfucking lawyer. Call my dad. Get off me and I cannot breathe.
You'll be able to in just a second.
Get off me.
Give me your other arm.
I'm gonna give you my other arm when you want something.
A few moments later, and after some humiliation and resisting arrest, she was taken out of the store and into a police van, where she was then charged with resisting an officer and theft. But even at that point, she never displayed any signs of regret for her actions, unlike the next shoplifter, who broke down in tears as she realized that she was going to spend months on probation. On May the 4th of 2023, a group of officers at the St. Cloud Police Department were dispatched in response to a retail theft at their local Walmart. It was reported that a woman had fled the building with items that were valued at hundreds of dollars without having paid for any of them. Earlier in the afternoon, she had walked into the store, chosen a cart, and then began to select items from the shelves, which she had no intention of paying for. But unaware to her, there were countless security cameras that were watching her from every angle. After gathering her items, she then went straight to the self-checkout lane, acting as though she was going to pay for the items, but then walked right past the registers and dashed for the exit. Before she could get out, near the general merchandise entrance, a Walmart security officer stopped her and took her to the office, where the police were then called.
Alright, man, do me a favor. Stand up. Stand up. I need you to stand up.
It was at that moment that she realized that she was in trouble and began crying. When the officers arrived on scene, they were shown video surveillance of the incident, and the woman was cuffed and escorted out of the office and into a police car outside of the store.
Ma'am, please. Come on, the seat is up. You gotta get up, ma'am. You gotta get up.
I know, I am.
Okay.
Afraid of going to jail, she then began to come up with different excuses for not wanting to sit in the van.
I have anxiety.
You're fine. You're fine. Watch her.
Please, don't do anything. Please don't take me with my daughter. Please.
You're fine. Just breathe. Just breathe, okay?
I gotta breathe. Can I just like to breathe? Please.
Ma'am, you're gonna fall.
I gotta breathe.
You're gonna fall. Okay.
I have anxiety.
You're fine. I'm gonna let you sit like this. I'm gonna buckle you in after. Just sit down and relax, okay? We're gonna let you smoke cigarettes. We're gonna let you out. Need you to just listen to whatever we say, though.
Okay.
All right, come on.
Officers were nice enough to grant her wishes for a few moments, but as they would soon find out, she had other plans in mind.
Sorry.
Hey! Man, stop.
Thankfully, officers were able to rearrest her within seconds, and this time she was not given any special treatment.
That's another charge now. Get in. Get in.
She would later be sentenced to 6 months probation under the charges of petty theft and resisting arrest without violence. Unlike the next case of these two shoplifters who threatened to fight the store employees if they got in their way.
Yeah, there's an issue.
What's that?
Stand in front of my car.
What is the issue?
You threatened two employees?
No, I didn't.
Stop. Get back here. Take your hand out of your pocket. Hands on the car.
What am I doing?
Hands
I'm
on the
on
car.
arrest?
You're detained.
On May 22nd of 2023, officers rushed to a store in Alaska in response to a distress call regarding two individuals who were attempting to forcefully shoplift items worth $990 and disturbing the store's peace. It all begins when employees recognize and immediately begin to monitor the pair as soon as they walk in, as they were known shoplifters to the store. It seems the two did not like being watched, but they waited until it was time to pay before creating a scene. They had threatened to punch the employees for embarrassing them and then tried to leave the store without paying. This would prompt police to be called in. One of them saw this and attempted to escape, but unfortunately, things just don't work out as planned sometimes. They would be arrested a short distance from the store, and a search would reveal dangerous weapons. When questioned about the weapons and threats to the store's employees, the man would provide a flimsy excuse, but did admit that he had an accomplice still inside of the store.
Hey, I told you I had freaking that.
Where's the girl you were with?
Why? She didn't do anything.
She's still with you, so I'm gonna
Leave her alone.
You got anything else on you?
just watch and let me know when she comes out.
What's going on today?
They were following me around in the store, and I asked them to please stop, and they wouldn't. And then you start making smart-ass comments. And that's when I freaking was like, dude, if you keep following me around, I feel threatened. I literally said that. I got a video recording of him being a smart-ass, and I told him, I said, I'll just start pressing charges. I said, I'm gonna open up a case. Like, and I told him, I said, quit following me, because he was like literally like closer than me and you are right now. And that's when I told him, I said, dude, if you don't get out of my face, I'm gonna knuckle dust you. Okay. And I admit to that.
So you were upset because you felt like they were following you because of the way you looked? And...
Yes.
Okay.
They were profiling me. Hell of heart. This is the second time. And I've done nothing. I've never seen. I know.
That makes sense to me.
I apologize. I have a hard time with authorities because I was raised on the streets. And I know it wasn't right, and that's why I started to walk out. Because they kept following me, and that's when I feel caged and trapped, I tend to lash out.
Can you see why I take the means that I do when you start walking away, you put your hand in your pocket, you end up having brass knuckles, a switchblade? Okay.
Upon learning this, police would enter the store to find his accomplice, and it did not take them long to locate her holding 2 bags full of merchandise that she had intended on stealing.
32623, she's trying to get out the exit door. Hey ma'am, how are you? Hey, stop. Stop. She's running. Stop. Drop it. Stop. Drop it.
Hold on, okay. Stop.
Turn around.
Stop. Baby!
She didn't get very far before they caught up with her, as she immediately admitted that it was the man's idea to steal from the store.
Kara, because you're detained right now and in handcuffs, I'm going to read you something. Okay? Okay. What do you mean when you say he told me to do it? Did Dakota tell you to steal the stuff? Okay. Is that what you guys came here to do today? Was to steal a bunch of merchandise?
She was then handcuffed and placed in a police car where they were both taken to jail. The man would be charged with misdemeanor counts of carrying a concealed knife, while the woman was charged with felony counts of retail theft, bail jumping, and resisting an officer. Fortunately for them, the employees did not want to press charges, and so they would be released on bond. However, this didn't seem to teach them anything, as the woman would be arrested 3 times after this incident for other shoplifting-related crimes. The pair were quite lucky to be let off so easy, but the next suspect, not so fortunate, as she faced 3 serious charges after being caught shoplifting at a convenience store.
What am I getting arrested for? What am I getting arrested for?
On January the 7th of 2022, Quick Trip store security would see a woman named Jessica taking items from the shelves and putting them into her pockets. She then went to the bathroom. At that point, it became clear to security personnel that Jessica had absolutely no plans of paying for the items that were taken, and so they would quickly alert the police. A few moments later, when she exited the bathroom and tried to leave the store with the stolen goods, security stopped her and told her to give back what she had taken. She refused, though, claiming that she didn't steal anything. However, what she didn't realize was that the security personnel were only the beginning of her problems. Soon afterwards, police officers would arrive at the store and were quickly shown the video of her stealing.
So, she's right here. She has a burrito that she grabbed off of here.
Even after having watched the footage herself, she insisted that she didn't try to steal anything.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing nothing, dude. You can't do that, dude.
Because I'm telling you to get your hands.
I'm not doing nothing, though. I'm not doing nothing, man. You can't be acting like that. You know, I'm about to fucking call the police on you, man. Ow, dude.
Don't resist.
Dude, you're not doing shit, though, man.
Security personnel would then inform the officers that Quick Trip wanted to prosecute, and upon hearing this, the officers brought out their cuffs to arrest the woman.
Stop.
Ow, man.
Stop.
Ow. You fucking piece of shit. Ow.
Stop pulling away from me.
You're yanking my fucking hand like
Then
that.
stop pulling.
Ow, my fucking hand. You piece of ow.
Realizing she was trapped, she began kicking and yelling and resisting arrest.
You're not in charge.
You motherfucker.
Get on the ground.
Ow.
Let it go.
What are you doing? Give me my watch. What the fuck is wrong with you? Ow. Ow. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm gonna sue you, motherfucker! Ow!
Stop.
Ow!
Well, because it's on the it's in the cuff, man.
He's hurting my wrist. He keeps doing it on purpose, dude.
Eventually, she was subdued and removed from the store.
I don't have anything on me though. What am I getting arrested for?
I have one in custody,
What am I
and
getting
I'm
arrested
also
for?
going to need a female, please.
I want to stop. I want to ask what I'm getting arrested for.
And it was there that police searched her and retrieved all of the stolen items.
Hey, Jessica, at this time, you're not allowed to come back to Quick Trip properties. If you do, you could be arrested for trespassing, okay?
Jessica would be charged on 3 accounts, being petty theft, battery of law enforcement officers, and interfering with law enforcement. If you enjoy true crime content like this, make sure that you're subscribed to see more.